Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Roll the corn. We know the truth now. New York City in the building. The real Jaguar, what up? Hit the like button, hit the share button. Hit the like button, hit the share button. Roll the corn. Alabama, what up? T. Corbett, what's up? Virginia in the chat, roll the corn. We know the truth now. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Belgium in the chat. Roll the corn. Alabama, what up? Hit the like button, hit the share button. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. D Free, what's up, brother? Roll the corn. Peace to my people. I love you and I'm in love with you. Roll the corn, bow my head to my people. I love you and I'm in love with you. Now, the internet been going kind of crazy lately. Let me get this together. Hold on. This is wild right here. Okay. The internet been going kind of crazy lately. Right? Hold on. Get my camera together. Y'all see me good now? Now, the internet been going kind of crazy lately. The Mississippi River is declining. Lake Mead and Salt Lake City is declining. Mounds popping up everywhere. Ancient burials popping up everywhere. Olmec heads popping up everywhere. This shit getting crazy, y'all. I can't even keep up with it. It's going so fast. Like, the information is coming out and people still talking about aliens and shit, but all this beautiful stuff is popping up in America from under the water. Shit falling in. Whole temples underground. Lake Mead, Mississippi River, shrink water going down. Mounds popping up. Artifacts popping up. People just all over America just running across Olmec heads. And they talking about their replicas. And this a replica. Everything a replica, huh? Now, shout out to this young lady who put the video up of they say it's a fake Olmec head in South Florida. Just sitting on the side of the road. Okay. Let's keep going. Shout out to her. I enjoyed that video on TikTok. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. Now they say you can find replicas like this one in Florida. Okay. It's a replica, huh? Okay. We'll go for that. We'll go for that. That's cool. That's cool. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Now, what the hell is this right here? Here go another fake one in Florida. What the hell? How many y'all got? How many Olmec replicas do you guys have? Let's keep going. Roll the coin. Because I don't get it. Y'all got too many. Now they say Jonathan Harrington, he got bored one day and made a damn Olmec head. He's a stonemason. Jonathan Harrington and his friend got bored and they built a 6-foot-high Mesoamerican Olmec head. They spent several $100s creating the head out of foam, masonry, and concrete. Oh my God. Oh my God. So we just making Olmec heads out of foam and fucking quickcrete and goddamn roll the cord. Like we just making Olmec heads, just putting them on the side of the road, made out of foam and goddamn quickcrete and roll the cord. This what we doing. Plywood. Throwing the head, and they thought about throwing the head into a lake to fake it. What the hell are you hunter-gatherers talking about? You just make a 6-foot-tall fake head, and then y'all say y'all gonna throw it in the river and try to fake people out. This is what y'all want us to believe? Y'all want us to believe these hunter-gatherers? This is hunter-gatherer news at 5. Let's keep going. Damn, I'm sick of this. This shit's stupid. Now, Olmecs heads at the Smithsonian. The Smithsonian got 6-ton Olmec heads. They say ain't nothing but a couple of them, but let's keep going. Here go one outside the Smithsonian. They say this is a replica. This is outside the Smithsonian. They say this is a replica. So let's go back. So this is a replica. This a replica. This a replica. And this a replica. Oh, okay. We got 4 different damn replicas just hanging around Florida and outside the Smithsonian. Motherfucker Olmec heads everywhere. Olmec heads are damn near like knockoff Jordans at this point. A bootleg Olmec head is outside everywhere now. Let y'all tell it. This is outside the Smithsonian. Look, this is the one they got. This the receipt they got out there. Talking about the original one is in the inside, but the fake one is on the outside, right here. Okay. Here go another one. Roll the coin. This shit is wild. Look. Olmec head, reproduction of the original, located in the Museum of Anthropology of Veracruz. This is the fake one. Here go the fake one at the Smithsonian, they say. Okay. Roll the coin. I'm going to do some more research. Oh, shit. La Venta. Olmec heads. Everywhere. Okay. Now, La Venta is where the Olmecs lived. But why are they finding them in Florida? Why they just on side the street in Florida? Why they on side the Smithsonian? I'm going to do some more research on that. We'll get back to that. Roll the coin. We'll get back to that. Now, let me teach y'all something real quick. Now, this is Michael the Archangel, right? Michael the Archangel. He fights demons, right? This is Christian ideology. Michael the Archangel fights demons. You get it? Let's keep going. Michael the Archangel. Let's go check him out. The constellation of Taurus holds the red eye of Aldebaran, which is the watcher of the east. He is almost universally considered to be the watcher of the Pleiades, because Aldebaran is the big red star that points to the Pleiades. I taught y'all that, right? The association is with the spring equinox, people. When the system was conceived, the Pleiades are associated with rain and even tears, right? Because when the spring comes, rain comes. When the spring comes, rain comes, right? To suffer a dry spring was considered a bad omen, as crops would fail. This is where the knowledge comes from. This is where the knowledge comes from. Michael the Archangel is a star. And I'm going to show you the representation that these Christians or ancient Christian groups done to make you think everything is evil. Now, let's watch this. The celestial dragon, Draco. Draco the dragon is often linked to Archangel Michael in religious interpretations, specifically representing the dragon Michael slayed in the book of Revelation. Michael stands over the dragon, while Draco is the dragon, the Archangel Michael, victory over the dragon in scriptures, more visually represented by the constellation Ophiuchus, which depicts a man, Michael, standing over a serpent dragon-like figure, Scorpios or Draco. Now, he said dragons and angels once again. No, we're not talking about dragons and angels. We're talking about the stars of mythology. Hunter-gatherer was worried about the archangel and the dragon. Truth Now is talking about the star alignment, which they got this shit from. Let's keep going. We'll get to the bottom of that. Now, Michael the Archangel fighting against Satan and his demons. Michael the Archangel fighting against Satan and the demons. Now, what people use Draco as their symbol? What people use the snake as their symbol? See, you gotta understand what they're trying to do. Who used the snake? Huh? Who used the damn snake? Yo people. That's why that big ass snake sitting in Ohio right now, lying with Draco. That's why that big ass snake in Ohio, lying with Draco, right there, big as hell. You can't even hide it. Roll the coin. See? Hold on. Let me show y'all something before I move on. Oh. Let me show y'all something before I move on. See? Let me show you what the hunter-gatherers do now. Because you guys understand the symbolism. Serpent Mound is aligned with the constellation Draco. So whoever built that Serpent Mound Whoever built that serpent mound are the Draco people. Alpha Draconis, the beginning. Alpha is Aleph, the beginning. Draconis is Draco. The beginning of this teaching of Draco. So whoever built this goddamn mound are the people they trying to get at. You get it now? Because the archangel killed Draco, nigga. That's what you don't understand. The archangel is the one they putting on top of your shit with using the archangel on top of Draco shit. I'm finna teach you something. Keep watching. Anybody in the chat talking slick, block their ass. Keisha the Hood Princess, Casey Macon, is any moderator in here? Because if it ain't, I'm finna do it. Any moderator in the building? Roll the corner. Point out any heckler I'm blocking their head. We ain't got time for that. I ain't got no moderator today, huh? Cool. All right. So, what you must understand is, these people create other star alignments that surround the star alignments we used, and they use their star alignments about a saint or an archangel. Then they come with the story of how they get rid of the Draco, the dragon. Your people's beliefs in ancient times. Let's keep going. I'm finna show you. Roll the corn. I'm finna show you. Now, Michael the Archangel, leader of God's army fighting against Satan. Draco. Here you go. Draco. Right? Let's keep going. Michael fighting the dragon represents resentment from ancient Draco worshippers. Archangel Michael fighting the dragon represents resentment from ancient Draco worshippers. Isn't a mainstream Christian interpretation, but it touches on deeper symbolic layers. Michael is the ultimate warrior against Satan, the dragon, Draco, in Revelation, symbolizing God's power triumph over evil. But the Draco, dragon, serpent symbolism itself has roots to ancient mythologies. And some esoteric traditions might interpret the clash as symbolic struggle against primal forces or old cults, linking to resentment against imposed monotheism or dragon worship. Now, we got a white lady with 3 followers in here talking shit. Roll the corn. I need a new moderator too, man. Somebody hit me up. Now, because these people be flagging my shit for no reason, because they some hunter-gatherers. I got to make sure I get them people out of here, bro. Okay. I'm going to pick another one later on in the chat. Now, they are using the archangel as representation of killing the evil people or the evil ideology of Draco. Right? Let's keep going. The dragon symbolizes Satan, the devil, chaos, evil, and described in the book of Revelation. They talk about Draco people who believed in the serpent, Egyptians, mound builders, Mayans, Olmecs. That ideology became Satan because they had snake worship of Draco. Leaders in God's heavenly army represent divine order, protection, and vanquishing of evil. This is what they tell you when they come to your country and bust everybody motherfucking head. This is what they believe in. We are the archangels, them Draco snake-loving people got the snake on their helmets and ancient melanated people. Y'all are the devil. Therefore, you ain't got no laws. Therefore, we can just unalive you and take your land. Therefore, we can take your buildings. Therefore, we can kill all your people. Because we're living under the archangel laws, the Christian laws. You get it now? And they are passing their religious laws down to their armies, and they are getting rid of the Draco people all over the earth. What did the Draco people leave? Pyramids, mounds, Tartarian buildings. I'm going to show you what they done with all of it. Let's keep going. The struggle between good and evil, people. Them against you. That's what they really trying to tell you. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Powerful ancient symbols like the dragon are evil, which could be seen as adherents of older faiths, like dragon coats, or a form of spiritual conquest and resentment. Lucifer, satanic interpretations. Luciferian tradition, the dragon, might be viewed more positively as a symbol of enlightenment or rebellion against a god, making Michael a symbol of oppression. Michael the Archangel is a symbol of oppression against the people who knew something about Draco. He oppresses them. Right? Bread, resentment from those who honor these ancient powers. Roll the coin. Now, let's keep going. Let's keep going. The Archangel statue is placed on ancient spots of Draco worship. Oh, now we getting somewhere. I told you all that to tell you this. Now, this when symbolism becomes in your face. And it shows you what was once there if you know what you're looking for. Right? If you know what you're looking for, they're going to put the symbolism right in your face. Right? See all that draconian reptilian shit is cap. They want you to think it's some type of draconian reptilian running the earth. No. They put the name of the draconian reptilian because Draco was once what your people had on all their symbolism. So you throw in the draconian shit to make it seem evil and bad. Right? But they are really the people who are evil and bad. Let's keep going. It's all a switcheroo to make you believe something that don't exist and make them look like they gonna tag your ancient teachings' names to evil things, people. Tell you what I know. Now, when you see the Archangel statue placed on ancient spots of Draco worship, relates to Christianization of ancient pagan cults. They called you pagans, people. Your ancient people were the first pagans. Y'all didn't believe in Christianity at first. Y'all were the pagans. Christians' place of worship dedicated to Saint Michael Archangel depicted defeating a dragon, symbolizes Satan or evil, were often built on the site of older pagan temples or places of worship that may have their own serpentine or dragon symbolism. Now, Casey Macon, I wish you was in the chat. That's why that snake at Notre Dame got all of that Christian stuff on. Right? Let's keep going. Let me give you a representation of something. Now, let me give you a quick example. We got the archangel slaying the snake. The archangel slaying the snake in the middle of nowhere. Why is it there? This is how you research stuff right here. Why is this there? Because it was once something there. It was once something there that got something to do with them Draco people. That's how you figure it out. What the hell they said, Truth? What is that? Tarpon Springs, Florida? Tarpon Springs, Florida. Random Arch Michael with the snake. Okay, what was there at first? Disrespect. Watch this. Tarpon Springs has historical Indian mounds. Why the fuck the Archangel out there with the killing Draco? What the fuck? Why is he there? Let's keep going. Roll the coin. Located just across the river, the border of Tarpon Springs, Spanish Well. Oh, okay. Mounds, middens, shell refuse piles, shell mounds and regular mounds. 600 skeletons, wide variety of pottery that provided deep insight into the culture of the pre-Columbian inhabitants right in that area. And Quixote River. Smithsonian excavated it in 1896 with 600 melanated Indians in mounds right there at that damn spot. What is bullshit at? Okay. Now you understand. The archangel is a slap in the face of our people. So wherever you see that motherfucker at, you study that area with your life. Because I guarantee you it's something there. Roll the coin. Watch this. Watch this. $600 bodies now, skeletons. Shit right on top of our shit. Them ain't no damn Native Americans, them melanated Indians. Coming from the Hebrew bloodline of the ancient mound builder. Let me show you something. Draco. Now, if the American Indians got something to do with Draco, because we got a serpent mound aligned with Draco, right? I just showed you that. Serpent mound aligned with Draco in Ohio. Let me show you. You think you ain't connected all over the world? You are. You are. Who else know about Draco, Truth? Who else representing Draco? Alpha Draconis. Didn't I just tell you that the archangel was trying to get rid of Alpha Draconis? In Egypt, Draco was a crocodile, a hippopotamus. Okay. Okay. Now you get where I'm coming from. This is the fight against melanated ancient culture. Therefore, they don't care about none of it. They mowing all of it down. All of it. Roll the corn. All of it must go. Let them tell it. Let's keep going. Now, the Spanish whale. The Spanish whale. You see it? Spanish whale mounds. Spanish whale. Temuca Indians. Temuca Indians. Do you see it? That's the same Indians that was melanated wearing gold down there in Jacksonville. They got the archangel shit right on top of their mound. Them are melanated Indians. You get it now? These are conquer tactics. We just don't know what we're looking at no more. We think everything Christian, everything good. No. This is conquering statues on top of your ancestors. Our people go to church, walk right by that motherfucker. Just don't know mound buried right up under it. Mold down mounds by the Smithsonian. Then the church come right back and put the damn archangel right on top of it and tell you to come to church. Okay. Spanish whale, Temuca Indians. First used by Temuca Indians. This day land. Melanated Indians from Florida. Tarpon Springs. Tarpon Springs. Okay. Ain't nobody teaching this shit. Ain't nobody teaching this real shit. Somebody live in this area. One of my followers live in this area, bro. This shit affects people. It be bad omens and bad spirits on these lands. Cause what these people done, bro. You talking about a generational curse by some money. No, this your generational curse right here. We ain't got a generational curse. We ain't got no money, no education, no land. This why. This why. Quit trying to say generational curses got something to do with money. Nah. You a lost soul. Once them people break you from your culture and your land and conquer you and harbor your energy, your generational curse gonna go on forever, nigga. You looking at it wrong. You looking at this thing wrong monetarily, monetized wise. I ain't got no money, so I'm generationally cursed. You ain't gonna never have none. You don't know your history. You don't know what kind of spells these people doing to your ancestors. You don't know what the hell them people out there doing to your people. They harvesting the power while you don't get none of it. You just out here fighting for yourself. They harvesting your energy. Your people's land. You gonna get it one day. That's why motherfucker be walking. And I hate to talk to my people like this, but I just keep it real, bro. No matter if you like me or not, I just gotta keep it real. I gotta talk to my people like we talk to each other. If we don't understand the problem of what's going on our land, bro, we ain't gonna never prosper. You could fight and work hard as you want to work. You could break your back 16 hours a day. But if you're not connected to the source, that shit ain't gonna mean nothing in the end. You just work for a hunter-gatherer and got some money, but 2 generations from now, your same kinfolks out here still poor. The code didn't break. Our ancestors were building for their descendants. They didn't build for monetary value. They built to teach their descendants self-sufficiency. That was generational wealth. Not no couple dollars. That's petty. Do you know how much this shit worth? Way before you was born? It ain't about no money. See, we try to put money as a blessing. It's not the blessing. Once you are doing what you are put on this planet to do, things like that fall out the sky because you are aligned with what you're supposed to be aligned with. Simple. See, I know it's people on here talking about it's just a statue, truth. It's just a statue. You don't understand. You don't understand. To have a culture, you must have a land, people. Ain't no culture without the land. Yes, the original land. What you don't understand is you are protected on some of these lands. You don't even know it. You protected spiritually, physically on some of these lands, people. We are out of bounds on other people's lands, getting fucked up. Who don't even supposed to be over there? We don't even supposed to be there. Let's keep going. I ain't gonna preach today. Let's keep going. We don't even supposed to be over there. What am I doing in Oregon? What the fuck am I doing in Oregon? And my people from Louisiana and Mississippi and Alabama, Georgia and Florida and Carolina. Fuck I'm doing in goddamn Montana. Roll the coin. Hey, keep going, man. Now, mounds at that river park. Mounds. And Clody River Park got mound, ancient mound right on the beach. You see who out there, don't you? Look who out there. Some of y'all bloodline come through these beaches. You supposed to be out there. Not them. You supposed to be out there hunting crab legs, sparking fires, living good. Don't you see that? With the ancestors' power all around you. All right, keep on playing. Keep on working hard for your land and that's cool. But boy, they had already done it for you. They had already done it for you. Okay, let me say this before I keep going. When melanated people see YT people and they say, oh, they daddy, they mama got all that money. They mama got them paid for their college. They daddy got them a mansion. That's stealing your energy. You don't understand that? Where did they get the money? Where did they get the resources to do this for their descendants? Off your land. You get it now? So you praise them people for looking out for their kids. But when we say our land got took and our generation of curse fucked up, we just losers. That ain't how this shit go. Somebody had to lose for somebody to win, people. Let me say that again. Somebody lost for them to win. Who you think it was? Us. Who lost for them to win? Us. Them our beaches. You see how beautiful that is? You understand? It's bigger than just being a generational curse. It's spiritual and physical and land mass. See, niggas be want to separate the physical from the spiritual, from the land, from the stars. No, you can't do that. Don't do that. You one-sided. You 25% enlightened. It's 25% spiritual, 25% physical, 25% that land under your feet, and 25% up there. If you don't understand that, you just all spiritual. No, you got to take care of the temple too. This a temple too. All this stuff go together, bro. Stop separating spirituality from physical, from land, and from ancestry. Stop doing that, bro. I don't think want to do a talk spiritual all day. No, bro. You got to move your body too. Your body must work with your spirit to accomplish goals. Just don't sit there and be spiritual all day looking stupid. That ain't how this go. Your body and your spirit go back to your ancestors' land, bro. Where the fuck you think you come from? That land fed you and that land make up of your physical. Therefore, it is a piece of your being. And your ancestors raised crops on that land and fed it to your ass. That's what really matters. But our people don't look for that. We talking about, oh, I done flew to Nibiru. Met Tiamat and I met Inky. No, nigga. Where your great-great-grandmama and them at? Where your great-great-granddad and them at? Where they at? They ain't do nothing for you? Everything come from Yahshua, huh? That motherfucker. So everything come from there, huh? No, bro. That ain't where everything come from. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Let me show you the rest of what's out here. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. We got the 3 archangels on Notre Dame campus. St. Michael. Right? Look. Protest us from evil and the evil ones. The gates of the archangel going to the Tartarian church. Interesting. St. Michael's Gate going to the Tartarian church. That's our church. That's our church. That's our shit. Let's zoom in. That's our shit. That's our shit right there. You put the archangel where you disrespect the Draco. Simple. You put that Draco out there, I know that's our shit. Because now you are trying to say spiritually, the archangel is going to protect me from the spirits of the people we built on top of. Do you understand it? It's ours. I'm finna show you it's ours too. I got more receipts. Watch this. I ain't even shrink that down. Let's keep going. I ain't gonna hit y'all with the Nation of Islam stuff. Let's go here. Now, I got some old newspaper clippings that go back to some other things, and they go back to the old buildings. I'm gonna show y'all about the old buildings, and I'm gonna show y'all what these people were saying back in the day about our people. Now watch this. Watch this Freedman bullshit. Watch this. Descendants of progeny of Indian fathers. We don't know if they're talking about Native Americans or melanated Indians. We don't know. But they say, and Negro mothers, you fill out an application to be enrolled as a freedman instead of enrolling them under the treaties and laws as the descendants of Choctaw and Chickasaw nations. This is how you became a freedman. You didn't become no freedman because nobody owned you. See, that's that stupid shit. Native Americans owned us and enslaved us. It happened here and there. But 80% of our people didn't nobody own nobody. We would have been knocked them people out, man. You think them folks that ran us like that? You are connected to the land. Therefore, you gonna work the land for free if you have to, because you got your power is there. So when they come under the power of the land, you still be like, bro, I ain't going nowhere. I worked here all my life with my people. Let's make some type of deal, bro. I could share crop or I could work for you but this our land, but you make the profit off of it, I don't even care. But at the same time, I'm spiritually connected to this land, this area. So our people stayed there and worked, bro, for whatever they paid them. You get it? I told y'all yesterday I read a book where they released a man. He came back and said, bro, I want my old job back. Just pay me something. My ancestor buried right over there, bro. I want to work this field till I die. Because I ain't nowhere else for me to go. I'm connected right here, bro. You think we just out there working in them folk field for nothing? A lot of our people were connected to that land that was working. That land was working 1,000 years before they ever got here. You must understand your real history. Your people were connected back then. See, we not connected to nothing no more. We could move to anywhere. California, Canada, I'm moving to Chile. We could do that now. Wasn't nobody trying to do that back in the days, bro. They got too much history right here. So I ain't going nowhere. I don't give a fuck if the plantation running. I'm still here. My people buried right there outside the crop field. I'm not going nowhere. Bury me right over there with them. Soon as I fall out in that field, bro, this shit real. Put me right over there with grandma, and I'm good. Put Truth now up there with his grandmama in the country in Mississippi. Simple. That's where I want to be when it's over. So I feel the same way he feel. It ain't gonna get no realer than that. Let's keep going. Now, why are they talking about Indian fathers and Negro mothers to make an application and to be enrolled as freedmen instead of enrolling them under the treaties and laws as descendants of Choctaw and Chickasaw? So you didn't come out no Choctaw. If Negroes ain't got nothing to do with Choctaw and Chickasaw, why are they arguing about us being freedmen or being descendants of them people if we ain't got nothing to do with it? We ended up freedmen, but we should have ended up Choctaw and Chickasaws. This is what the white man is saying in his newspapers. We just gonna let y'all be freedmen. We ain't gonna let y'all be Choctaw and Chickasaws. Roll the corn. We ain't gonna let you do that. He say doing anything but getting a job. I give a fuck about a job, bro. You need to go get a job. Let me give a fuck about a job. We've been hustling all our life. You think we give a fuck about it? Roll the coin. Blocked. Where my moderators? I ain't got none no more. Where y'all at? Get these folks out of here, bro. Now, we became freedmen instead of descendants of Choctaws and Chickasaws. See that? Roll the corn. Now everybody run around, we just freedmen. We just freedmen. I'm a freedman. Nigga, you supposed to have been a Choctaw, a Choctaw, a Chickasaw, and a Yamasee, and you supposed to have been all type of Indians. Mobili, Tunica, Biloxi. You ain't supposed to be no damn freedman. They ain't gonna never tell you who blood is original, no way. But they already know one of these two is the real ones. But they ain't gonna teach you that. They make you a freedman. And to make you a freedman, you must tell the story of being enslaved by Indians, which is a goddamn lie. I'm from Mississippi. I don't know a melanated person ever said his ancestor was enslaved by a Native American in my life. And I know people from all over the state, from the top to Gulfport, all the way up to Memphis. We have never seen a Native American enslave a melanated person on a field of crops in our life. That is a lie, people. They told you that because they want you to think you are African freedmen instead of being a Indian freedman. Roll the corn. How the fuck African with an Indian, then you become a Choctaw? No, hell no. Shit don't work like that. Oh, you just a Native American African, now you a Choctaw. Nah, that shit's stupid. That shit retarded. Nah, ain't nobody doing all that. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Negroes. Watch this. The entire system of the United States institution is against the deportation of Negroes. You can't deport us. Watch what he say. The Negroes can at all times be depended upon. They can depend on us to till the soil, manufacture shrapnel and shells for war, and not act as a spy. I'm just showing y'all what they say about us. Look, he said they gonna till their soil. They gonna grow some crops. They gonna join the army, make shrapnel for bombs and shells, and they not act as a spy. We ain't doing no motherfucking snitching. The man telling white people telling white people, leave them niggas alone. They are they real niggas. They ain't doing no spying for the Russians, the Chinese. We ain't doing no motherfucking telling. I ain't telling Hitler ass. I ain't telling Putin ass nothing. I'm not telling Putin shit. Roll the corn. Putin, get that nigga out of here. Get your Jing Hong Ho, the Chinese. China, we ain't telling your ass nothing. We'll get on their ass before y'all get on their ass. What you talking about? Where the guns at? No, we ain't. No, hell no. We'll get the guns and get on their ass before y'all do it. We're not gonna let y'all kill us and them. We'll just kick. That's how we look at it. We not like, nah, we can't tell everybody the business. We ain't doing no espionage. We ain't no motherfucking terrorists. We not no spies. We see some bullshit, we mind our business. We like, oh shit, they over there. Oh, I'm out. We ain't doing no telling. They know that shit. They know that. They more loyal than their own people. The white T man said they more loyal than our own people. They gonna till the soil for the crops. They gonna make the army roll. And they ain't doing no motherfucking telling. I just pulled the receipt just to show y'all. This shit was funny. When I read it, I was just laughing like, oh no, we ain't doing no snitching. Hell no, you right about one thing. We ain't no motherfucking spy. Roll the corn. All these damn snitches going on around here. Let's keep going. We ain't no spy, big dog. We might be a lot of shit. We ain't doing no telling. Where we was at, bro? That shit funny as hell. The spy, okay, we right here, right here. Pagan temples. Now let's get into the buildings. Let's get into the buildings. Pagan temples and private houses become places of worship. What do y'all mean? See, this is where my teaching come into play when I dig out these real receipts. Them buildings were ours. They was called pagan temples. Then they turned them into places of worship for Christianity. I'm finna show you. Watch this. Roll the coin. Special study of pagan temples and other public buildings that were converted into Christian churches. And the conclusion he reached may be stated briefly as follows. You see that? Some of them still retain parts of ancient houses, although in many cases they have been rebuilt in later years and traces of the origin consequently have disappeared. This is where you stick Michael the Archangel right on top of our shit. You get it now? Do you understand it now? Galil at the gun. Roll the coin. We know the truth now. Y'all keep speculating about what happened. I'm gonna teach what really happened. I'm going to get the receipts. Oh, they might have took the building. It might be old. They're going underground. It's Tartarian. Nah, motherfucker. Ain't what happened. They took the building, all right. But it sure ain't no aliens and Tartarians. It was us. Because pagan temples talk about them Draco people. Them Draco people look like you and me. And ain't no motherfucking aliens. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. One more time for your man. Special study of pagan temples and other public buildings that were converted into Christian, Roman Catholic Christian churches. The Vatican, all them churches in the Midwest, all these churches on these college campuses, converted into Christian churches. Private houses, all this stuff. Ancient roll the coin. Let's keep going. Y'all see it. Let's keep going. Christianity. Right? Public buildings and convert them into churches. You see it? Christianity rapidly increased in power when Constantine granted full liberty of worship to the Christians. Constantine granted full worship of liberty of worship to the Christians. Now, stop right there. Who is Constantine fighting in the movies y'all be watching? Who Constantine fighting on the movies? Put it in the chat. Y'all seen Constantine before? Who is Constantine fighting against in the movies? Demons. Demons. The real Constantine told the Christian church, take everything them pagans got. Take it all. They devils, they demons. Take their buildings, turn them into Roman Catholic churches. Take it all. I'm laughing because I gotta laugh, keep from crying. Take it all. That's what they told him, Constantine. They called us the pagans. Take all their buildings and turn it into Christian churches. Let's keep going. Constantine granted full liberty of worship to the Christians, and later emperors favored the Christians to such an extent as to allow them to take possession of public buildings and convert them into churches. Among the churches erected in Roman public buildings, one of the most interesting is dedicated to Saint Cosma and Damian, two Arabian physicians who suffered during the persecution of Diocletian, right? 530 dedicated to ancient buildings near the Forum as a church in their honor. The Pope decorated one of these buildings with Christian mosaics. The Pope decorated the buildings with Christian mosaics, but left the marble faced walls as they stood. The ancient marble decorations were ruthlessly destroyed in the 16th century. But the mosaic of the church stood there. Monuments of early Christian art still in existence, representing the Savior in the center. See, people speculate this. I gotta go get the receipts. Them people took them marble buildings, put their decorative mosaic Christian pieces in the church, got rid of the rest of it, and kept the limestone and granite building. There you go. Screenshot it. Screenshot that. Screenshot that. Now, roll the coin. Let's keep going. The ancient marble decorations were ruthlessly destroyed. Your ancient marble decoration were ruthlessly destroyed. That's why you burn out the inside of the buildings, of the Capitol buildings in America. They wasn't new to this. See what you must understand. This is what you must understand about history. They had already done this on their side of the world, people. They know what to do. They skilled at colonizing shit. You just think they came over here all dumb and stupid? Nah. They had already burnt down and took over all the ancient buildings in Europe and Africa. They had already colonized all of it. Burnt the inside out, throw up the Christian mosaic. Now it's a Roman Catholic Church. They already took the Vatican and Crete and Athens. They already had took all of that. Your people had already been pushed out of there a long time ago. But when they came here, they done it again. They were experts at colonization when they came to America. So now, when we find these marble buildings, we know exactly what to do to them niggas. You burn the inside out. You make up history saying that the downtown Jackson, Mississippi caught on fire. Downtown Atlanta caught on fire. Downtown Houston, Texas caught on fire. Downtown Miami caught on. Why everything catching on fire? But the marble building's still there and they throw up their Christian mosaics. Or they throw up their government buildings. And tell you about a Tartarian story that don't make no goddamn sense. I showed y'all yesterday. Y'all better go start watching my lives, bro. I'm really breaking history. I showed y'all yesterday on the receipts that them people said Way before they came over here, they said America had elaborate buildings all over the country. State houses, banquet houses, with their crops built right around the buildings. I'm showing you what they said before they even came over here. They already knew what was here. I showed it to you. Go watch my live from yesterday on my YouTube. Banquet hall. When I started talking about, they turned it into antebellum houses, plantations, and banquet halls. Now they having weddings and shit on your mounds. Having weddings all outside on top of the mounds. This is a banquet hall, old plantation antebellum house. We owned all that shit before they came over here. You think them hunter-gatherer built a 3-story house in the middle of the cornfield? We did that. You really think that, huh? You think them hunter-gatherers put a column house in the middle of the cornfield, in the middle of the tobacco and cotton field, with big-ass Corinthian columns and Doric columns on the motherfucker? Them Hebrew columns. See, I ain't gonna get into that. Let's keep going. Now, ancient marble that ruthlessly destroyed, 16th century. Monuments of early Christian art still in existence represent the Savior in the center with 2 saints on either side with the apostle Peter and Paul. Beyond them on one side is Saint Theodore and the other Pope Felix with a model of the church in his hands. Upon the present time of archaeologists agree in describing the church as composed of 3 ancient buildings. Ancient buildings became Roman Catholic churches. Let's keep going. Roll the corn. The Basilica of Constantine was known in the 6th century as the Temple of Rome, and later the legend weaving factory of the Middle Ages made of it Temple of Romulus. At a still later period, the name of Romulus was transferred to the small buildings on the Sacred Way, which forms the vestibule of the Church of Saints Cosma and Damian. Right? Let's keep going. As a matter of fact, however, the buildings were originally connected. Ancient buildings. Buildings supposedly erected the form of the entrance. Maximus, the famous Battle of Saxe Suburba. The buildings were dedicated to Flavia. As Constantine, as a Christian, he naturally refused to allow the pagan rites of worship to emperors, and hence the buildings could be adopted as a Christian church without scruples. The building was the first public edifice in the central part of Rome. They took that shit to be converted into a church. Rome is ancient melanated people's shit also, because it sits on 7 hills. Let's keep going. Bostonians are not sentimentalists, whatever, and were such ancient buildings as remain allowed to exist in its modern, mostly because they can be put to commercial use. Ancient buildings put to commercial use in Boston. In Boston. Let's come back to America now. I'm going to show y'all Italy, Rome, America. They've done it all over the world. Right? These surviving old stone buildings are perhaps some of those which once belonged to various abbeys in Lincolnshire. Now, they're talking about Lincoln, but he got it. You know how they keep passing it down. But old Boston buildings, ancient buildings, right? So they're talking about, what's the name of that building? Another unprofitable time may be spent along the riverside, whose ancient buildings, and old world savoir inevitably recall Longfellow's lines. Let's go find that building. Right here. That building is called the Boston Stump. You see it? Boston Stump. Let's go find the Boston Stump. Right here. The Great Church Tower of Boston is called the Boston Stump due to its imposing, squat, medieval tower in Boston. Look at that. Let's blow that up. Whoa. Right on the water. Right on the water, people. See the boat? Right on the Great Tower, the Boston Stump. Right on the water. These are our ancient buildings. Receipts. All my days, I tried to figure out who the building. Nah, I ain't trying to do all that. I love you, Bullet Slayer, but we ain't got all my days to figure this shit out. I'm trying to figure this shit out before I get old and gray and teach as many of my people as I can. I'm not trying to speculate nothing. Speculation over with. It's time for answers, bro. It's time for answers. Roll the coin. It's time for answers. No matter who don't like it, no matter who don't like who, no matter who don't get along, no matter if I'm trying to unify or not, I'm trying, but it don't matter. What matter is we got to get to the truth, and then we build from the truth, bro. Simple. These people are talking about ancient buildings used for other commercial uses. We got to get to the bottom of this shit. This is for the betterment of our people in the future. Right? If it don't happen in my lifetime, at least I planted a seed to get it going that direction. And if it do happen, more power to us. But we must go in the right direction. We don't have time to be wondering and thinking about trying to figure stuff out. The information is here. You just got to be able to go through it and just read through it and be patient. They gonna give it to you. They gonna give it to you. Ancient buildings in Boston, used for commercial use. Then it became a church. Right? Then it became a church. The Boston Stump. There you go. The Stump. You think your people ain't build that motherfucker you want to. Keep on speculating, talking about some old world, stupid ass talk. Nah, your people built that shit. Man, no motherfucking mythology. Somebody put some stone out of quarry and built this beautiful monument. It ain't there for nothing. Ain't no ghost build it. Roll the coin. Look how long it been there. This paper is from 1902, people. Look how long it been there. Towering above Boston. Talking about the Puritans. Frame the document of political freedom of the Pilgrims. The Pilgrims. See, the Pilgrims found that motherfucker. Or killed the people who lived in it. We don't know. But one thing we know for sure, it wasn't y'all shit to claim. That's all I need to know. It wasn't yours to claim. Our people out here hungry and homeless, and their ancestors probably built this building. He supposed to be living in a castle. That's how I look at it. It was virtue back then. When there is virtue, there is love, people. When there's virtue, there's love. So if your ancestors had virtue, for sure, you was finna get loved. It's for sure, ain't no doubt about it. They finna pass you down the council, the farm, everything else. And you ain't got to worry about this shit no more. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. Let's get through with the receipts. Now, the stories of the mummy wheat sprouting after having lain dormant in Egyptian tombs for thousands of years, are, to say the least of them, very dubious. No well-authenticated instances of such finds are extant. While among other articles sold by the Arabs who went into the Egyptian tombs. Let's stop right there. Before you understand what I'm going to show y'all, the Arabs go into the tombs. Once the Arab people take over Egypt, they tear the tombs up. They tear the pyramids up. They tear the fucking tomb up. They're trying to find every mummy in the world. These are not their ancestors. They are pulling melanated people out of the goddamn ground, putting them in museums to make money off of our ancient culture. I gotta tell it the way it is. All y'all niggas who think y'all smart, I don't care if you older than me or not. Why y'all over there with them Arabs pulling your ancestors out of the ground? You fucking lame. Just to get over there and act like you bigger than it, just to act like an Egyptologist. I be seeing y'all melanated niggas. I ain't gonna put y'all name out here in these streets, but y'all be over there with them fucking Arabs pulling your own people out of the ground. You square. Then want to get on the internet and act like you all Egyptologists. Osiris and Horus and Enki and Enlil pulling niggas all out of Sumerian mounds. I'm not doing nothing with the Arabs. If they call truth to break down, decipher something, y'all better email it to me, because I'm not working out there with y'all. Y'all now already disgraced my people. You hunter-gatherers. I'm not fucking with nobody who disgraced the graves of my people. Because them our people in Egypt. Whenever y'all get through talking, them our people over there. That's why everybody digging them up. Think about this, bro. Okay. Let's just get simple. Our people think simple. We think common sense. If my grandmama, my great-great-grandmama, my great-great-granddaddy, my great-great-great-great-great-great-granddaddy buried out there in the graveyard, am I going out there to dig them up? Yes or no in the chat. Or you want to go out there and dig them up? No. What the fuck? No. Hell no. No. Shit no. That's not our culture. Now, I've asked y'all that to tell y'all this. If there was their ancestors in Egypt, they wouldn't touch them people. If that was the Arabs or the YT people, they wouldn't touch them people, because that's their ancestors, right? Now you get it. They touching them because it's not their ancestors. They digging them up for gold. They digging them up for museums. They digging them up for monetary value. They out there musty as hell, eating spicy ass food, musty as hell, pulling up gods, melanated gods, who put the first damn seed on the Nile, and you hunter-gatherers are pulling them up like they ain't nobody. Them people fed the whole damn area of the Nile. We wouldn't dare do it because it's in our culture not to do it. Hunter-gatherers don't have a culture. That's why they want to monetize your motherfucking culture. So all you fake ass, bright skinned ass Egyptians, why y'all putting up your ancestors if them your ancestors? Y'all just digging them up, huh? Just throwing whole bodies up. Just get out the way, huh? Let's get the gold. Just kick King Tut ass out the tomb. Just, get out of here. See, we ain't gonna dig our people up. I wouldn't give a damn if it was $1 trillion worth of gold down there with my people. I'm gonna stay poor. I'm not touching it. You know what they gonna do? Give me a shovel, Bob. It's not my ancestor. My mama buried in a creek. You get it now? Why you think they digging up the mounds in America? Why you think they dug up the mounds in America the same way they dug up Egypt, nigga? It's the same thing. They know who in there. They know who got gold and silver and copper. They know. Roll the corner. They know. They ain't digging up no damn no Native Americans. Them people know ain't no Native Americans in the mounds, bro. Them people ain't never dug no gold in their life. So now they are profiting off of your culture. And then they disrespect your culture after they profit off of it. It is disrespect to dig up our ancestors and put them in a museum. And we don't make nothing off of it. It's disrespect. You think them tall, melanated people ain't got no ancestors? No descendants? You really think that? Them just some motherfucker that just was on the earth with no bloodlines. So you really, that's what they want you to think. Them your people in that motherfucker like this. Them your people, bro. For real. Not for play. These your people, bro. With the grain and the corn, and these your people. That's why you here healthy today. These your people, bro. This ain't no goddamn, I don't wear this shit to be cute. These my people. Roll the corn. Before all of the knowledge, before all of the teaching, before anybody migrated and turned into anything else, these was our people. That's how I look at it. So I'm studying my people. I'm not doing this to try to be smarter than nobody I'm doing this because these are my people. If I don't know about my people and I let somebody else tell me about my people, I will never understand them. I have to learn it from what they taught. Not from what the history taught me to learn about them. Then you get to the truth. Now, Arabs are bringing the wheat that come out of Egyptian tombs to America, selling it, people. That's what this article is about. Listen to the article. Watch this. While amongst other articles sold by the Arabs are selling our ancestors' shit to Americans. You see that? And these are the people y'all look up to with the money. Them Arabs got their oil money. They got all the money. Fuck them people. I don't give a damn how much oil they done sold. They sold my ancestors' bodies to museums. Fuck your money and your oil. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. Arabs. Sold by the Arabs to Aradulius travelers. Just people traveling to Egypt. As coming out of the same tomb as the ancient wheat. Stop right there. Now, I read about this story about the ancient wheat in America. That's when I told y'all it's the same wheat as Arkansas, but we ain't gonna go that far, right? Egyptian ancient wheat said to be sold by Arabs and planted in America and made wheat fields. That's what they trying to say, right? Egyptian wheat sold to plant wheat. So people were pulling wheat out of Egyptian tombs, Arabs selling it. They was bringing it back to America, planting it, and it was growing. It was growing, people. Egyptian wheat. They say it's not true wheat, sold as a seed, said to be coming from Egypt back to America. Egyptian wheat. Now, these newspaper clippings are so old, they can't even lie to you, people. Watch this right here. Watch this. Sprouting after mummy wheat. The stories of mummy wheat sprouting after having laying dormant in Egyptian tombs for thousands of years, or to say the least of them, very dubious. No well authenticated instances of such finds are extant. While among other articles sold by the Arabs who robbed the tombs of the Egyptians to travelers who came over there, as coming out of the same tomb as the ancient wheat. Watch what they say came out of there. Have been dahlia bulbs and maize. Wheat, dahlia bulbs, and maize sold by Arabs coming out of Egyptian tombs. Why is maize coming out of Egyptian tombs? Like I taught you. Dahlia bulbs. That's a flower, people. She don't even come from Egypt. That's a flower. There might be a daisy if I ain't tripping. Dahlia bulbs. Dahlia bulbs is brown root. Diverse summer flowers. Multiple eyes, growing points, sprouts, new shoots, plants in the spring. Dahlia bulbs. Hold on. Hold on. They're called bulbs. Similar to potatoes. Store energy, have eyes. Plant that's dormant tubers after the last feast of the sun. Okay. Hold on. Dahlia bulbs are native to Mexico and Central America. I knew it. Dahlia bulbs are native to Mexico and Central America. Why are they found in Egyptian tombs with corn? See what I be saying? The ancestors are going to take me to the truth. They're going to take me right to the truth. Right? Here you go. Dahlia bulbs and maize and wheat. Now, I ain't even looking for that receipt. It just come out of nowhere. Watch this. Roll the corn. Where it come from? There you go right there. Why is Egypt got wheat, dahlia bulbs from Mexico and Central America, and corn? They not from there. That's why. That's why they got all that American shit in the tomb. They're not from there. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. I got a couple more receipts of these buildings. Right? The dahlia bulbs. Maize, ancient wheat. See that? Roll the coin. That's fire. That is fire. Let's go here. I'm right here. Dahlia Bubs. Okay, we right here. Old Ground, the Indian Advocate, right? Among the most ancient, right? The Church of San Miguel, which is used to be nearly 300 years old. New Mexico lives within the arid region. About 75 of its agriculture conducted means of irrigation. But they're talking about old buildings. So they're talking about Santa Fe Capitol Building, oldest churches. Santa Fe and the Church of San Miguel. Here go the Church of San Miguel right here. Ancient. Oldest church in the USA. We built it. There you go right there. Ancient buildings. Ancient. San Miguel, right there. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Hold on, something else I want to show y'all. Now, here go Santa Fe Capitol Building right here. Santa Fe Capitol Building, right here. Sitting out there on his own. We built that too. It was already on the land. Let's keep going. I want to show y'all what they're talking about, so y'all can get a picture of what they be trying to tell you, right? So this one is another newspaper clipping, right? Talking about something I want to show y'all. It might be the wrong one. Let's keep going. Let's go here. America possesses today many stately buildings, some secular and others, some of a public and others of private character, which, however, from the artistic point of view, are nearly all deficient in one particular, namely the softening and mellowing influence of dirt. So they're talking about ancient stately buildings in America, right? Talking about coming over from London and all this old shit. King Edward and Queen Alexandria, little over 3 weeks. America possessions. So they're talking about the buildings over here and getting possession of some of these American buildings, right? People from over there. Let's keep going. Now, this is an interesting newspaper clipping that I found about the alphabet. About the alphabet. Somebody said the other day something about the Phoenicians, but I told you the Phoenicians still had ancestors. They weren't the first ones with their Hebrew language. They don't know where these people been trying to figure this stuff out for years. Now watch this. Watch this. Our alphabet, right? The celebrated Egyptologist, Professor W.M. Flinders, has published a new work called The Growth of Signs, right? Their accepted theory is that the Phoenicians derived their alphabet from the ancient Egyptians' hieratic writing. Cap. Cap, cap, cap. The language the Phoenicians were speaking go way back farther than the hieroglyphics. The language that Phoenicians was speaking really built hieroglyphics. But let's keep going. That's what they believed back in the day, right? But they knew both of them was ancient. They just couldn't decipher it, right? You couldn't decipher it because, let me show y'all something. You don't understand. This is what you don't understand right here. Let me show you. To the hunter-gatherers. This is what they don't understand right here, if I can find it. They don't understand that the people that look like these Egyptian people, the first ones were writing Hebrew, just like the Phoenician. It was the same. Then it evolved into hieroglyphics. Egypt was built in a grand so grand in that desert area that they took everything they done and glorified it because it was the first major, beautiful, ancient spot in Africa. All the rest of that stuff didn't look like nothing, right? I'm just telling you the truth. That's why Egypt is so praised because it's the most beautiful spot in Africa. They know it. And it ain't even built by their people. So therefore they want to claim it. But it's not y'all's, right? Let's keep going. Because the Nile Delta is the Nile Dalet. Dalet is Hebrew. So Hebrews built it, but they can keep acting like Egyptians built it. But the first people looking like this got Paleo-Hebrew on the artifacts. Then it goes into hieroglyphics later. But let's go back to the receipt, though. Let's go back. Roll the coin. The language. Okay, the alphabet. Okay, let's keep going. Now they say he attacks the old idea that our letters are drawing of animals and things that suggest the sounds we give to them to the letters. For instance, it has been said that the A represents the bull's head. The A represents the bull's head of Paleo-Hebrew. Because of the letter sounds like the bellowing of the animal, that S represents a serpent because the sound of the letter. Now, this is ancient people trying to, older melanated, YT people trying to figure this out in the early 1900s, 1800s, right? That's what we're looking at. The alphabet derived were in use before the power of making pictures aroused to that, right? He cites alphabetic signs 7,000 years old. It's older than that. He points to the peculiar fact that the ancient inscription of the same letter has an entirely different sound. For instance, ancient Greek inscriptions, Corinth. I already showed y'all Corinth is Corinthian, which is corn, some type of cornbread. I already told y'all that. Corinth is spelt with a K or a B, right? Then you say, then they get into Cretans. Like I taught y'all, the Cretans come with the B sound, right? So Cretans and Phoenicians, Hebrews, connected to America, brought these languages to y'all area. Cretans, Phoenicians. Roll the coin. These are the people that built the Mediterranean Sea. Europe and Greece, right? But these people have connections to America because I got books talking about the Cretans brought corn and copper. Phoenicians got symbols all over the Mississippi River. Let's keep going. Now, they're talking about restoration of a building in Greek times. And they were talking about just the languages. But what they're really trying to say is, we know where the languages come from, but we don't know if the Egyptians brought it first, or the Cretans brought it first, or the Phoenician, or the Hebrew. But all of them got all of their languages are connected, so they can't figure out which one of the cultures done it first. But it don't really matter. It's all the same language. It's all the same language. Let's keep going. Now, this is talking about the gateway of the house of the dwarf, right? Down there in Central America. Ancient tombs. Ancient tombs. Look at this. Roll the coin. Stuff amazing, bro. This is called a governor's palace of the Mayans. Fire. Fire. I want to show y'all that because I studied this. This on one of my videos too, where it got the Jaguar priest. This is the part. This is the Jaguar priest. Balaam. This is where the Balaam lived. Balaam is the priest of the Jaguar, and then Balaam became a priest in the Bible. That's where they get Hebrew from. Balaam lived here. Fire. I just seen the old newspaper clipping about it. I just pulled it up. Watch this though. When the Hebrew population rose in furious revolt against the Roman Empire, your people, melanated Hebrews, fought the Roman Empire. See that? This is why they put that shit on top of your shit. They know. Hebrew population rose in furious revolt against the Roman Empire shortly after the Savior's death, right? So they are trying to use Jerusalem as our people on that land as a biblical story. That's what they doing. Now watch this. Romans captured Jerusalem after a tremendous siege, massacred their inhabitants, ordered the destruction of the sacred city by driving the plow straight over it. This order was partly symbolical and could not be entirely carried out. The buildings that had been used by the Roman officials were spared, and the foundations of many ancient edifices could not be entirely unrooted. Nevertheless, the city grew up that was essentially Roman. The site of the Savior's entombment was covered by a temple of Venus. Now, let me show y'all what's out there. Roll the coin. In existing ancient cities, some of the most prominent ancient buildings, such as the Church of the Holy Sepulchre and Goliath's Castle, date from the Crusades age. That's when the Christians took over the Muslims, the Crusades, when they were rebuilt on the ancient sites. They are rebuilding on ancient sites of ancient people that lived there first. They're telling you now, look, they rebuilt on ancient sites. From the Hebrews, or there are the ramparts or foundation of the temple, and countless other relics and ruins. They building on top of it. Now let me show y'all what they're talking about. This is the Church of Holy Sepulchre. A church inside, it's a building inside a building. Ancient. Now, these ancient things that were built by melanated people became biblical. You think this stuff fake, you want to. This stuff is really there, right? It's really there. I'm going to show y'all some more stuff they talk about in the Bible that's really there, but they are using metaphors for their creator. But they showing the buildings our people built. They using the stars to make gods, and they're using our buildings as their temples. Right? They smart now. Now, this is the one I just showed you, the newspaper clip in the ancient building that the real Hebrews built, the melanated people. See how they piling all up in there praying? Let's keep going. It's the outside. Stone walls built up in these areas at these times was not normal. A special people built these in ancient times in that area. Let's keep going. Now we got the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem. Jerusalem, right? Let's keep going. Jerusalem, which learned of the identity of the ancient sites, right? Holy Sepulchre, it's another spot. The Roman Empire fell and the Orientals overran the Holy Land and secured in sacred city, right? Old sacred sites were rediscovered and many splendid buildings which exist today, including the Church of Holy Sepulchre, were erected, right? And let's go look at the other spot. Herodium Mound. See that mound? It look like a mound, don't it? It's a mound, but you can go inside of here, people. This is a fortress. Watch this. The famous mound is the volcano-shaped hill of Herodium, an artificial mountain built by Herod south of Jerusalem. They capping about that. They capping. They don't know who built that. This stuff so old. Herod. Cap. A fortress palace and a burial site. They say it's his burial site, but he probably was buried there after the real people buried him there. Was buried there. Let's go look at it some more. It's a fortress and a palace. It just looked like a mound, right? Right there. Fire. Mound builders, people. When they are speaking of ancient people in the Bible, they are talking about mound builders. I want you to remember that. Don't you ever forget that. The mounds in America connect to these mounds in Jerusalem because these are the same people. Everybody not doing this in no 5,000 BC, building no palace mound. Do you think these people ain't even got enough sophistication to do it? The bloodlines are connecting, people. So the people they speak of, these holy ancient people, are your people. The Tales, Tel Aviv, Tel Kebab, and all that shit, the mounds. All of it mounds. It got the same artifacts you found in Mississippi River, found in Samaria, found in Jerusalem. The Mound of Spring. Tel Aviv is the Mound of Spring because it aligned with the spring equinox. Simple. But let me show y'all something. Now, this motherfucker right here, is aligned with the summer solstice, people. Watch this. Alignments. Solstice, equinox, light for spiritual effect. There ain't no spiritual effect. It was built to align with the summer. The solstice is for agriculture. Then y'all turn it into spiritual alignments. You get it now? The summer solstice ain't got nothing to do with Jesus Christ. The spring equinox ain't got nothing to do with Jesus Christ. You know what do got something to do with it? Sowing the seed happened in the spring. That's where it come from. The harvest happened in the summer solstice. That's why the first building was aligned for agriculture. Then they turn it into spiritual teachings. You get it now? The first Hebrew was an agriculturalist. Just like your great-great-grandmama growing that garden in the country in Mississippi. That's where she got that from. You think your grandma just growing that okra and them figs for no fucking reason? She wasn't doing that for no reason. It come through her bloodline, her ancestry. She is a natural nurturer of the soil. Your grandmama is a Hebrew. Her bloodline go back to the mound builders who created that teaching, who learned how to till the soil. I want y'all to understand what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. That's why them people gave a fuck about you. They were virtuous. That's why you can't never forget them. That's the last piece of bloodline left of greatness on the planet. They fucking us up. Them people are connected to the soil. That's them same people, bloodline, that built Jerusalem, who left America and built the Nile. Agriculture and astrology comes from America. Ain't no grass in Egypt. Ain't no goddamn sunflowers in Egypt. Ain't no palm trees. All that shit got bought over there. Don't you understand? The Hebrew got pomegranates, oranges, palm trees, figs. Where do you think that shit come from? Over here? Our people left here and went over there. You starting to understand it now? It started off as an agriculture astrology teaching. Then it turns into religion. Over time, them people changed their teaching to religion. Everything your people wrote down and said became poems in the Bible. That's why you find tobacco and tobacco bugs in King Tut tomb, because they are connected to the original people of Timeri. Cocaine and tobacco and corn. I just showed you corn coming out the Egyptian tombs with the wheat and the dahlia bulbs from Mexico and Central America. Them people not from there. All this thing is connected, y'all. I got love for Egypt just like I got love for Mississippi. You know why? Because in the old books, they say our people migrated from the Mississippi River to the Nile. Long time ago. And became what is now called Egypt. Corey James, it's not the same river, bro. We thinking it's one, bro. It's not. We did build Egypt way after Mississippi River was built. The ancient culture is from Mississippi River. They are the ancestors of the first Egyptians. And they built Egypt in resemblance of the Mississippi River. You get it? Mississippi Delta, Nile Delta, both of them called the Great River because great people built the Great River. The river don't, see, you got to understand this now. A river is just a river, but the people make it great. Now, the Mississippi River is great because the creation story comes from the Mississippi River, not the Nile. That's what makes the Mississippi River 50 times greater than the Nile. The Nile is a replica rebuild of what we done on the Mississippi River. The creation story comes from the Mississippi River. The Nile is after thousands of years of knowledge accumulated. Then you build the Nile. Just like everything built over there was in a resemblance of something from over here. You got to understand that. Memphis, over here, over there. Cairo, over here, over there. Lebanon, over here, over there. You get it? Everything over there, over here. It's a remake of it, people. Let me show you something. Receipt from yesterday, but it hit hard. If I can find it. It hit real hard, people. The places over there was named after the places from over here. I might not be able to find it. It's just too many receipts. Let me see. But the places over there, right, are named after the places over here. Monroe, Louisiana. Monroe is Moreau. Moreau is the capital of Kush. Monroe and Moreau is the same word, bro. Just switched around. Monroe, Louisiana, Moreau, Kush. When you do the etymology, it's the same word, bro. Then you get stuff like Tamar, Florida. Tamar, Florida. The Tamar tree is in the Bible. Tamar, Florida got date palm trees. Date palms pop up in Samaria and Egypt. They praising them. That's an American tree, bro. The tree of life is an American tree, bro. Go look it up. You think a palm tree was first grown in a desert? Is you crazy? Come on, man. Come on. This our teachings going over there. Even I got old books in the Indians called the trees tamarack. Tamarack. Make Macomb 3. You want to talk to me? Because I'm finna get out of here in a minute. You got a lot to say in the chat. Come on, talk to me. We know what the Fertile Crescent is. Do you know what it is? Do you know what the Fertile Crescent is? Do you know American trees are lined up the Tigris and Euphrates River? You don't know that, do you? Do you know the first people in the Mesopotamia had reed boats with bitumen? American boat style making people? You don't know that, do you? You think them some Arabs, don't you? Don't you know corn is over there? Don't you know the Nineveh corn tablets and the Warka vase of the ancient Euphrates people got corn on it? You don't know that, do you? You think they some aliens, don't you, hunter-gatherer? No, big dog. I already broke the code on all this stuff. He said that's grain. Okay. I like people like you. You don't know nothing about receipts because you ain't never paid. You ain't never paid for nothing. You ain't never paid for nothing. You ain't got no receipts, do you? I tried to bring you up to the panel. Why ain't you come up to the panel? Huh? You don't want to come talk to me, do you? Huh? Roll the corn. You don't want to talk the truth? You scared? I know you scared, little nigga. Roll the corn. This is the Warka vase. You see it? Warka vase from Nineveh. That's corn, big dog. This is the glyph for corn in Samaria. Right there. Right there. Now, the other artifact is called the Nineveh corn tablets. Nineveh. Nineveh is Navala, which is Hebrew. Them people don't come from over there, big dog. The people do not come from over there. Let me sit there, let me pull up the corn, Nineveh corn tablets. They ain't gonna let me pull that up. Nineveh corn tablets, cuneiform, receipts and envelopes of recording debt involving corn. They try to tell you it's grain, But boy, they were writing down that corn debt with the Nineveh corn tablets found in Nineveh in Mesopotamia. Them people would write down who owed them that damn corn. They wasn't talking about no damn grain. Because corn had just hit over there like crack in the 80s. Corn hit the Middle East like crack in the 80s. That's the only way I can make people understand it, bro. Now, can we get an image of that? No, they're not going to show us the corn tablets. But I got a picture of them. I got a picture of the corn tablet I found for they wiped the internet down. They wiped the internet down, bro. They wiped it down. Look at my boy. Grain. Don't make me pull them real receipts. You ain't even worth it, dog. You don't even want the real receipts. You don't even want the corn growing over the Sumerian's head. You don't even want that, bro. You don't want them type of receipts. You don't know nothing about that. I ain't even gonna entertain you today. But anyway, Nineveh. See, our language named them places over there is Navala. Watch this. Watch this. There it is. Hold on. Let me spell it right. Look at these folks. Boy, the internet be changing this shit up, boy. Navarre. Yeah. That's where, yeah. Nineveh come from Navala. I knew I wasn't tripping. Navarre is the root word related to the etymology of Nineveh. It's Hebrew. Changing all them goddamn words around, you hunter-gatherers. Navarre, directly related to the etymology of Nineveh. Navarre, Hebrew, root word Nawar. Nineveh was Navala, a Hebrew word. Y'all changed it to some Arab shit in Nineveh. Quit playing with me, man. Oh, damn Nineveh. Y'all changed this shit to that. Roll the corn. Right? They in the old books, it say is really just like like Yucatan. The first part of Yucatan really is the city of in Mesopotamia. See, you don't even want to get that deep. They ain't even got no language over there, bro. We named the fucking cities. Y'all languages don't start with no Yucatan and y'all ain't had no languages like that. Not over there. Y'all shit was called the most basic language ever. Y'all wasn't talking about no damn Jerusalem, Israel, and nah, we named all that. Roll the corn. Europa. Europe. Europa is the Pleiades. Simple. Zeus, in the form of a white bull, abducts the Phoenician princess Europa and takes her to Crete. These are my people created this fucking story. Zeus, in the form of the white bull, abducts the Phoenician princess Europa and takes her to Crete. The white bull is Taurus. Europa is the Pleiades, right? Europa is associated with the Taurus bull. The mother of the Pleiades is Europa. This is a teaching of the spring coming, which became the name of Europe. Europeans didn't even create their own fucking name. Phoenicians is not no modern day Lebanese, man. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, let me show you. This is a modern day Lebanese man right here. So this is the Phoenicians. Lebanese Americans. This is the Phoenician right here. This is the Phoenician. These Phoenicians right here. This what you trying to tell me. This dude right here, a Phoenician. Lebanese, Brazil. These Phoenicians. DNA, let's go to the DNA history of melanated of Lebanese people. Oh man, what the fuck is out there? These the Phoenicians, huh? Okay. All right. Bet it up, bro. My boy right here, Lebanese, right here, with the jihad ass hat on, is a Phoenician. Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. Bet that up. Good research, my boy. Love you, know I'm in love with you. Love you, and I'm in love with you. You can lie to yourself all you want. Lie to yourself all you want, bro. All right, let's go look at some ancient Phoenician artifacts and see do they look like the Lebanese. Let's go look. Let's check it out before I get out of here. The Lebanese is the Phoenician. Okay. Cool. All right. These the Lebanese people? Okay. Lebanese, okay. Cool. Look at the hair on their head. That's Lebanese? Phoenician. That's Lebanese making? Look at the hair. Phoenician now. Look at the hair. Look at that. Let's get closer. Look at them lips. Now, why is this statue black? Because of the fertile soil, just like Egypt. We paint the statue black for the fertile soil the fertile soil that we create when we come to areas. Kemet is why this Phoenician thing is black. They want to separate this culture from Egypt. It's the same fucking thing. Egypt got his people black. Phoenicians had their people black. All come from the same Hebrew teaching of fertile soil. That's not Egyptian. That comes from our ancient culture. Now this woman here melanated. I don't give a damn what you talking about. Roll the corn. It's just symbolism. That's all. It's just symbolism. Roll the corn. It's just symbolism. Right? Let me get a couple more artifacts before we get out of here. Why not? Whoa! Phoenician? See, they want you to think this culture is Egyptian. It is not. It's a Hebrew culture. You see the uncross? See the feather of Ma'at? Truth? Yeah, there was a jaguar on the other one. So they want you to think these are some type of Egyptians. It's bigger than Egypt, nigga. It's way bigger than Egypt. They just tell dummies that, because dummies don't know no better. Thinking everything Egyptian. Now this these old new model shit they've been doing, trying to make it look like these hunter-gatherers. Get the fuck out of here. Stop. Look at this right here. Now what this look like? What this look like right here? Hold on. Y'all ain't gonna let a nigga see nothing. Get this shit off the screen. What this look like right here? It's like some Egypt shit, don't it? Don't it? Phoenicians had this. Phoenician style ivories. See, you think it's Egypt. I know better. Just because it got big in Egypt, don't mean it's from Egypt. We were looking like that when we left Tamari. We were looking like that in the Grand Canyon. We had evolved to look like that with the straight headdresses on. That's not Egypt culture. That's a Tamari culture. That's why you got all these mummies over here with these straight lines. That's the first dynasty. Them the first people. Them are the ancestors. And they found them in the Grand Canyon. Now, don't let them people tell you that hieroglyphics and Paleo Hebrew don't go together. Phoenicians and first Egyptians and Cretans and the first Hebrews don't go together. They're aligned. They got the same culture. All of them believe in the spring. All of them believe in Baal. All of them believe in agriculture. All of them didn't have no God like a Jesus type God. Didn't have that, right? We had nature's teachings from stars. That's what we were doing. The farther you go back, the less idols, right? The mound builders, damn, didn't have no idols. Then when you start moving around in different cultures, a lot of idols start popping out. We were just naming star constellations, different things, which became mythology. The plowman, mythology. Orion the hunter, mythology. The bear, Ursa Major, mythology. But it was put there to teach. To put something that you were familiar with a star so you can remember it. Because those alignments taught you nature, which going to help you be self-sufficient and become divine. That's how you become divine, right? You become divine by knowing your ancestors' knowledge. You don't just make yourself divine. They make you divine. They teach you what you need to know to be divine. Right? If I teach you everything you need to know to be divine and you can take care of our people after I am gone, that is enlightening to the bloodline, right? But if you're useless, you get it? They teach you the stars. They teach you agriculture. They teach you seasons. They teach you the way the river runs, the way the earth works, how to build a mound, what to align things with with stars, spring, summer, winter, right? The harvest in August. It's different harvests, different times of seasons. Different plants go with different harvest. You plow the field, you leave the field for one year to let it rest. All this stuff go with it. The pests coming from the east. So block your crop field from the east with a tarp. And when them bugs start hitting the tarp, you know they are coming, therefore you save your harvest. You put something up over the east side of your crop field, and you can hear them bugs hitting it. Them the bugs gonna eat your harvest. Then you protect your harvest from evil, from bugs, stuff like that. That's Hebrew, people. Right? How you think Egypt learned that? Why you think that became a plague, except one of the 7 deadly plagues in the Bible? The locusts coming in eating the harvest. They come from an ancient culture before them. Right? Well, I'm going to get out of here, man. Love y'all, and I'm in love with you, man. Hope y'all learned something today. Follow Casey Macon. Follow Keisha the Hood Princess on the moderators. If you missed the first part of this live, go to my YouTube. Check the first part of it out. My YouTube is We Know the Truth Now. The link is in my bio. I'm mailing out hoodies every day, so if you order the hoodie, y'all be patient with me, because I'm working on them myself. So I'm mailing out 4 or 5 different orders a day, so they'll be coming to y'all soon, man. If you want to get some new hoodies, y'all hit my DM. Tell me what size and whatever you need, and I'll get it sent to you, man. Appreciate it. Galil at the gun. Bow my head to my people. Y'all be safe today, man. I'll be back. See y'all tomorrow, man. We know the truth now. Galil at the gun. Tay, you in the mail, Tay. Gotcha. You on the way. Roll the corn. We know the truth now.